Nigerians are not the only people doing Yahoo in Africa.
Yahoo boy, no laptop.
That is something you need to understand. There's a Nigerianization of crime right now in Africa, and we need to talk about it because the likes of Ghana, the likes of South Africa, they are quick to accuse Nigeria of any crime, and that is really having a negative toll on Nigerians, especially the young ones trying to hustle out there.
Syphilitic parochialism.
It's not that we don't have bad people among Nigerians, but we still got good, talented, and skillful people in Nigeria, and these guys are trying to make us proud. But somehow, some people focus on Nigeria and believe that nobody commits crime in their country, but Nigerians commit those crimes, and that is something I want to talk about right now. I want to focus on Ghana, talk about how they are committing crime, and claiming that Nigerians are really the ones committing most of these crimes like fraud around the world. A lot of Ghanaians are doing Yahoo in Ghana, and we need to talk about them. Meet Sakawa boys. These guys are really online romance scammers, and they are really doing well in Ghana and thriving big time. We have a lot of them actually achieving a lot within a short period of time, making much as $5,000, $20,000, according to a report we having right here. A lot of people are saying that, man, these Ghanaians are really doing some fraud and tagging it Nigerian fraud. This is something we need to understand. A lot of them has been, invited for questioning. Some people have been interviewed, and we got a lot of stories on that. There's a young boy, 22-year-old, called Starflex in Ghana, and this guy is a kingpin when it comes to online romance scam. According to report, he was really interviewed by a particular media organization, and they kept his identity kind of hidden to an extent so that they will not get him involved. But you need to actually understand that this boy has actually recruited a lot of persons and has some kind of friends they are working together with, and this is what we need to talk about.
Best street hip hop artist.
When being asked, these guys are quick to blame it on poverty and unemployment. I thought Ghanaians says they have a booming economy, but right now they are blaming it on poverty and unemployment that is driving their youth into financial fraud and into internet scam and all those kind of things. And we need to talk about it. We need to understand it from that point of view because they are quick to point at Nigerians when issue arise, but we have a lot of them committing crimes around the world, and these are some of the things I want to share with you. In 2021, 5 Ghanaians were arrested in Dubai for trying to traffic marijuana into Dubai. That escalated that their authority were really alarmed at a time, so they have to intervene. But you need to actually understand that to an extent, these guys from Ghana, they are committing crime around the world, but most times they are quick to say Nigerians are into this, are into that, but we have a lot of Ghanaians committing crime. These guys were arrested and they are in jail right now, and some people are really pleading for them, while some people are trying to make case for them, trying to argue on some things. They are criminals, and we have to treat them like criminals. We don't have to shy away from the fact that Ghana has a lot of criminals committing crime around the world, and this is one of an example. I will be showing you a lot of them. Months ago, 3 Ghanaians were arrested in New York for illegally transporting or moving hundreds of guns. That is really a big crime to an extent, and this is escalating into a lot of things, and some Ghanaians who are legitimately involved in businesses are really getting a dose of this kind of negative news on them, and this is quite disturbing to an extent. But some people will come online and argue for Ghana and saying that these guys are right people. They are committing heinous crime around the world, and this we need to continually talk about it because this time around it's not all about Nigeria, because I'm a Nigerian. I know the way Ghanaians passionately talk about Nigerians committing crime around the world, so I have to passionately talk about them committing crime around the world so that their government can also understand that yes, Ghanaian boys are really committing crimes and they are into fraud. And one of their celebrity also committed, Yahoo. This is really escalating and into something. She was really jailed for that. And some people are really looking at it from a dynamic point of view. Some Ghanaians were arrested in Canada for packaging rice and selling it as iPhone. These guys are really frauds. So that is something you need to understand. But they don't really talk about it on social media. They are quick to point at another person's. In their passports, in their identity, these guys are really quick to point to Nigerians saying that they are into Yahoo, they are committing crime. We have a lot of Ghanaians committing crime even in Nigeria. Somehow I'm becoming afraid because of this story I've been getting about Ghana recently, and this is quite indicting to an extent, and it's quick for them to blame us for anything, but they don't look inward to see that their people are fraudsters and criminals. Another 3 Ghanaians were arrested in Toronto, Canada for series of gunpoint taxi robbery. This is really, really disturbing to an extent. That is the image of Ghana outside. And these guys are fraudsters. You should be careful with them. We have a lot of good Ghanaians. Some are good Ghanaians, but we still got the bad one. They are quick to point to Nigeria and other countries to say these guys are committing crime. But Charlie, you have to look inward and solve your problem. You have to look and see that a lot of your boys are really into something else and they are committing heinous crimes, and you have to alert your agencies, your government to stand up to this. And those people that committed this crime in Canada, they are between the ages of 19 to 21. They are Ghanaians. This is really a big disturbing issue right here. 3 Nigerians, 5 Ghanaians were arrested over adoption of some persons. They kidnap a person or some persons, and this is quite disturbing. You can now understand that Ghana, they are much in numbers compared to Nigeria. We have 5 of them that involved in kidnapping. We have 3 Nigerians. Maybe they persuaded these Nigerians because the crime happened in Ghana. What is your own take about all of this? I want you to put it in the comment section so that we can talk about it further. I still got a lot of stories coming in from me about Ghanaians crime around the world, because I'm going to place watch on them so that I continually tell you the kind of crimes they are committing around the world. Because they are quick to say Nigerians, and this is quite disturbing. We're going to talk about them, how they commit crime, so that they get to understand that they are not doing well enough. When they are arrested, they are quick to blame it on unemployment, on their government, and on poverty. And that is really disturbing at the time. What is your own opinion about this? Don't fail to put it in the comment section so that we can talk about it further.